Hey guys, Jeff Ryan here, just having some fun with the slot cars, and my buddy Walter sent me this AC Cobra, and you know, it's missing the guy, missing the windshield, missing the chassis, missing everything. Reason I wanted it is it's missing the factory accents, which I love. I've got a whole case of these without any of the accents on them from Aurora. I know there's more out there. Guys, I just love them like this. So today we're going to be working on this, getting it back in better shape. He also sent the windshield, God bless him, and the front bumper. I think I'm not going to use that, obviously. I think I've got a AC Cobra front and back bumper and windshield. I don't know if I'm going to use the windshield. I might use the original one he sent me here. But Walter was so nice. He sent this to me. He knows I collect the ones without any accents. Now what's interesting is this one right here. He sent me a picture of it. This thing, it was covered in blue paint. When Walter got it, it was covered in blue paint, and he was telling me after he did one of my tips using the Easy Off, he got the paint off and he realized there was no accents on it. He emailed me and he goes, have I ever seen anything like that? Yes, I have, and I collect those. I got excited. Walter was so nice, he sent this to me. He didn't charge me, guys. He just sent it to me. And of the goodness of his heart, he sent it to me. Walter's a guy on eBay. I know I've talked about it before. He's selling the replacement tires for the Thunder bikes. So he's the guy on eBay. If you need to get replacement tires, these things are absolutely wonderful. They're really good. When I first used them, I noticed they're a little bit thinner than the old Thunder bike tires. But as far as them gripping the back hub, being the right diameter, they're absolutely wonderful. So if you need replacement tires for your Thunder bikes, look on eBay. You'll find Walter. He's got them for you. He's got them for you. And in one of his emails, he was telling me, you know, if I had any spare heads for the Thunder bikes or gas tanks, he would certainly love them. And plus, I think the boot, boot. I'm trying to recall what else. The boot, and I got that stuff ready for him. I don't know if he'll be able to use this. This is kind of the misfits of stuff. The boot is really good. The boot's nice and fresh. But everything else I made there, the heads and the guide pin and the gas tanks and whatnot for the Thunder bike, if they work out for him, great. If not, I will definitely make some new ones for him. But again, we're going to get into this AC Cobra, and over here I've got to get the, I'm going to snag one of these chassis. We'll do that now. I think I touched this one to the transformer when I first got it. If I'm not mistaken, it turned over, but not well. Let's see what we get. Yeah. Okay. Well, the tires are going the right direction. That's what I need to know. Well, at least it works. I'll have to get some hubs and tires. We need a guide pin, some screws. So let me go ahead and start gathering some parts, and we'll start diving into this. Very good. I believe I got everything out that I need to get started here on the project. I've got a front and back bumper, plus the windshield. They're all from Model Motoring on eBay. That's rather boring. I can't say enough good about these guys. They seem to have a lot of the parts that we're looking for. And you know, often on these AC Cobras, the thing that's missing are the nubs, those little nubs on the bumpers. You know what? They're usually just missing. And often the windshield will be broken off. So I'm going to get the new windshield. And I just thought about it. I need to get a driver. I got the tires and the hubs. The hubs are ones that I refurbished I don't know, months and months, maybe a year ago, but I did it with the Molotov, and I did it by hand, and they just come out absolutely wonderful. Got a guide pin, a couple of screws, and I know I want to use the VRP on the body, but I do want to wash the body up. It looks like it could probably use a good bath, so I'm just going to go ahead and wash it up. Then we'll go ahead and dive into the chassis. Fantastic. I just got the body out of the sink. I washed it real good. I had a you guys have seen this before, my little toothbrush. It is so soft, it's like a baby's toothbrush, so I know it's not going to scratch the body or anything like that. I use that, a little bit of Dawn soap, and it came out real good, but it's just lackluster. That's where the VRP comes in. What I like doing is when I'm rebuilding a chassis, I like to have the VRP on the body to just let it soak in until I get done with the chassis, and when we wipe it off, we're going to have a high luster on this thing. But overall, looks real good. So let me go ahead and do this. I'm going to shake up the VRP, maybe the chemical guys, and always shake it before you use it. And what we do is we just splooge a little bit on, not much. Then I got a paper towel I'm just going to rub it in with, and then just let it set. It'll work miracles. Good, we got the VRP on there. You see how it's shiny with the VRP on there? What's interesting is after it's been on there a bit, it kind of seeks its own level and it looks smoother. And then again, when we buff it out, it's gonna have a high luster on it. It's gonna have high luster on it. Okay, I just realized I was looking at the back tires there. I hope I don't need a small little wrench to get those bolts off there. Let me go and reposition the camera, we'll get into it. Okay, good, let's see about getting the rear tires off there. If I just turn it, maybe. Boy, it's stiff. Okay, good. No, it's going a little bit. One of them's going. I'm not sure which one. I see the gears turning. There you go. Yeah, tires come off. Left tires come off. Very good. Very, very, very good. I didn't know if I was going to need a little wrench with that one or not. I've seen these over the years, and I know why guys like them a lot, but boy, I never gravitated towards them. I always like the standard T-Jet axles. I really do. Okay, let me go ahead and push the other one out there, and we'll get this thing torn apart. Just took out the back axle and the crown gear came out. I'm just looking at it. There's no real signs of oil on this thing, you know, and the shoes really don't look worn. They really don't. I know we're going to buff them out, but they don't look like they have any grooves in them. So I'm wondering if this thing ran, and I'm just speculating, I wonder if it ran like they do out of the factory until it started squealing like we heard earlier, and then that was it. I don't know. I don't know for sure, but there's really no signs of oiling, over-oiling, that kind of stuff. All right, let me go ahead and finish tearing it apart. We'll look further. Just look at the inside of the body of the chassis there. Come on, there's no oil in there or anything. I think that's probably what happened to this thing. The bottom of the comp plate there looks real good. Doesn't look like it's all black with, you know, heated up oil and all that stuff. So I think we've got a T-Jet here. I'm not saying it's virgin. I'm saying it's probably slightly used. And I always think, you know, when they started oiling and squealing, I mean, yeah, when they started squealing and you didn't know where to oil as a kid, he's done. He's done. I don't know about you guys, but we didn't always have the instruction manual when we got our cars. I'm sure Dad may have had that when he first built the kit, the set for us, but I don't recall having an instruction manual, knowing where to oil being a kid, you know. It's just something we didn't have. Just something we didn't have. Let me get there a little better. You have to put this in front of me. One sec, guys. Okay, good. Just got the front axle off there. And one thing, if I want to clean the axle, if you have a hard time getting the axle off that hub, this is the easiest way I've ever found to do it. You just put it through something like that, pull it, and it'll come off. And again, I just put it through the hole of the paintbrush, then pull it from the other side. Comes right off every time. Okay, I got the chassis torn apart. I'm going to hit everything with the wire Dremel brush. I usually start with the chassis body. I'll get to the shoes. I even do the engine clamp. And the reason I do the shoes, engine clamp, everything, and I do every bit of them, is you want to get as much oxidation off as you possibly can. Even the bottom of the com plate there, I'm going to do that too. Just trying to get every bit off. All right, let me hold this stuff in front of me. Tell you what, that Dremel with the wire brush makes quick work of that. I mean, look at that. Look at the bottom of that. I also hit the brush springs in there, the tips of them. You want those nice and shiny. One thing we had going for us, and I know I did it on a couple of episodes ago, but the verdigrease, that greenish blue corrosion that's on there, I usually go straight away. When I see that, I usually go straight away for the Brasso. If it doesn't have that on there, if I think I can just buff the things out without, you know, using the Brasso, I do it. But anytime you've got the, again, the verdigrease on there, you've got to get something off to get it off. You really do. Just a second ago, I was looking at the AC Cobra, and like I said, it's finding its own level, so to speak. It's doing good. Well, now I got some on my fingers. All right, I think no, I still got to, let me do this. I got to clean the brushes. I'll do that real quick. Very, very little to anything on there. And then we can start putting this bugger back together. Make sure I got both sides. Yes, I did. And again, guys, these flat brushes, they're just a dream to clean this way. It just makes quick work of it. And then now I've got two clean brushes. Let me go ahead and wash my hands real quick, and we'll start putting this thing back together. Just started to reassemble the chassis. I know I've said it before, but I like to oil as I go along, and this is like a real good time to get both these small holes, especially this one. If you get the one there that's covered by the back axle, how do you get to it? You know what I mean? How do you get to it? So it's an ideal time to start oiling, guys. Just was getting the axles and the hubs on and everything. Can you guys tell which ones are from Aurora factory and which ones were covered with the Molotov? Let me flip it over. Again, can you guys tell which ones are factory? Just looking, I'm baffled. But the reason I know which ones I did is the yellow right there. So that's how good that Molotov paint is, guys. It just, the reflectiveness, the shiny. Look at this. Look at that back hub. My God, that's absolutely wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. Just got the engine clamp on. Time to see if we can get a spark, guys. Together with a transformer. I'm going to make sure it's on. Oh, it is now. Okay, good. Good. All right. Remember how it sounded at the beginning of the video? Oh, nothing like that now, huh? Wow, very good. Guys, we got a refurbished chassis all oiled up, ready to go. Fantastic. Oh, that sounds good. That sounds real good. Okay, good. I'm going to reposition the camera just a sec. All right, good. I love when the chassis are refurbished like that, and you know it's going to run great around the track. What I did over here is I put the little nuts on the inside of the hub instead of the outside, and so when I sell it on eBay, they'll have it the way it originally was. Okay, I did get a driver head. I got a driver body. Those are ones I made, I don't know, probably a year ago. And I know he said this earlier in one of the videos, but there's a guy on eBay who's selling the drivers. He's selling the drivers with the heads. He's selling the heads alone. And I know darn well he took my lead from reproducing these things, and he's made quite a business from it. I think he makes, I don't know, $5-6 per head or body. Good for him, boy. If he was smart, if he really was smart, he would send them to me, have me do a review on the video and promote them. But he just took my idea and run with it. And again, good for him. He's made a nice little side business. And the thing is when I make the heads like this and I show you guys how to do it, what's nice about it is we don't have to wait on shipping. I can just go ahead and make a bumper. I can make a head. I make whatever I want. That's the nice thing about doing this. But the reason I use rather boring online, the monomotoring stuff, is they've done all the work. They've done all the work. If you want a pristine front and back bumper for the Cobra, they've got it. They've got it. So I don't need to do all the labor-intensive work. Can I? Yes. Do I want to? No. That's why I keep using those guys. But for this project, I'm thinking, hey, I need to have, so I know I reproduced them. I got a driver, I got the head. I need to see if they fit. And plus, we got to get some black paint on the top of his head for the hair that Aurora used to put there. And it's been on there long enough. The VRP, I'm going to go ahead and wipe that down real quick and see if I can buff it out with my shirt. I tell you what, I always love this part where I get it, and this is just shirt buffed out. That's all this is. I get the VRP off with a rag, and this is just, look at this. This is just absolutely wonderful. You got to hand it to the VRP. Yeah, I know it's a little bit labor intensive, me buffing it out. Big deal. Took a minute, right? But look at that. Look at that. Who doesn't want their slot cars to be in that good shape? You know what? That just stuff works just so well. Okay, what do we got? We got the glass. We got both bumpers. Let's go ahead and dry fit everything in and see how it works out. The reason I like to dry fit in just to get the glue is there's been on occasion to where like these holes, let's say these holes might not fit exactly perfect in the holes for the back bumper. So you get a small screwdriver, you bore them out, you do something to make it work. So again, let's just dry fit everything, make sure everything fits real good before we just get out the glue. Just pop the windshield in and look at that, guys. That's snug. That's an absolutely wonderful fit. Very good. Just got the bumpers in, just slid in the back bumper. Look at that. That is a great fit, guys. That is absolutely wonderful fit there. This thing is coming out absolutely wonderful. All right, what else do we have to do? I got to get the driver. I'm going to put some paint on his head, and I don't know, quite frankly, if the head fits in here just right yet. If anything, I'll have to the little stem on there, I'll have to sand that a little bit. No, it does. It fits. I don't know if it's all the way down. Let's see. No, it's sticking. There it goes. There it goes. Yeah, I can get it. Okay, good. Now, one thing you got to know here, and it's evident, this little nub, I'm going to have to sand that down just a little bit to get it to fit properly. But man, this thing is coming out wonderful. Let me go and get some black paint real quick. Well, it's coming out good. I gave him the 1950s bowl cut, or the crew cut like they used to have. So what are we down to? We're down to getting this bugger on the chassis and letting it go around the track. Well, I'm excited. Let me get the transformers. There we go. It's track time, guys. We have a fully restored AC Cobra with no factory accents on it. I am digging this, guys. I am digging this. Let's get this going here. Turn the controller. Yes. Yeah, here we go. Who knows how long it's been since that chassis run like that? You know what? Man, that looks sharp. And I don't know why I have the attraction to them that doesn't have the accents on it. Maybe it's clean or something. I really dig it when it's like, hey, listen, Aurora didn't put anything on here and we still sold it. I love it that way. I love it that way. I know I'm going to have to find a place for it in my collection over here. I don't know what I'm going to do. I will figure something out. But anyways, guys, again, hand it to Walter for sending me this thing. Again, he did not charge me for it. It was out of the goodness of the heart. And he's the gentleman, if you've got the rear tires that need to be replaced on the Thunderbird bike, Walter's got them. He's all over eBay. And I'm not sure on the price. I think he's like 4 tires for $10. You can't beat the deal, guys. If you want to get 2 new old stock tires from Aurora, you're spending $20 plus shipping. Get them from Walter. You're going to have a blast. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed the video. I know I enjoyed doing this project. Let me know if you need anything, guys. I am here for you. See ya.